Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another live stream. If you guys did not catch what happened in the last stream, kind of ended on a little bit of a downer. Oh, by the way, sorry for the delay tonight. I was supposed to start at 7:00. Pushed it back to 7:15. I still didn't even make that time. I was home late. Dinner was delayed. So traffic in Arizona is so much fun this time of year because you get all those snowbirds. And yeah, so because of that, that's the reason that there was a delay. Dinner was delayed, and then I had to eat dinner so I could have energy to be on the show. But we're here. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're having a good night. It's Monday. I think if I do streams on a regular basis, whether it's on a weekly or a monthly basis, I'm gonna do them on Mondays because Monday's kind of that drag day at work. But I feel like this would be kind of a good little pick me up after the day's over with. You know, just kind of like, all right, let's make the best of it. It's Monday, the week's just getting started, but let's at least start off on a little positive note. So yeah, that's about that. If you guys didn't see last stream, I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday last week. Didn't exactly go as I had hoped for. It was a really good stream for the most part, but then the rest of it ended a little bit on a bad note. I decided to put the link in the chat, and people got a hold of the link that were decided to have fun with the stream and mess around with it and whatnot, and kind of turn into a gag and kick everybody out of Hangouts. Apparently, what you can do is you can go into somebody's Hangout and just kick them all out of it. So I did not know that because I haven't done these sort of live streams in a while, or not a while at all. So that was definitely new for me. And I learned my lesson. Don't post the link in the chat anymore. So if anybody ever wants to come on the streams, want to have these sort of communities chats with the group or the army, let me know in the chat or message me. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook as I'm on here. So I can always send it to you through that. And we can always bring it on the show. So that's what happened with that. Let's see. Over the weekend, somewhat busy of a weekend for me. I had to work. I didn't get to really do much other than work and get some shopping done. We had gotten some like coupons for Hot Topics, so we went there, picked up some things. Picked up also some more little Batman merch. I think I might show you guys either on this stream or maybe another stream just entirely Batman related. But pretty excited about these pieces I got. They're pretty dope, so I could say. People say dope. By the way, Harley Quinn making a cameo. Say hi. Yep. She knows when I'm talking like this. She's like, "What's going on? What's going on?" So yeah, that's about what happened that week. Other than that, nothing much else. Just it's Monday now, so now we're back to start of the week all over again. So the whole purpose of this stream, talk to you guys maybe better again this time and not get kicked out of my own stream. But also we have a major theme behind this stream, and that's it is a stream we're going to discuss about my friend Kris Reynolds and his GoFundMe page. Let me go and check on the chat right now. I haven't even seen what's going on right now. Let's see who's all in here. Joey's here. Oh, Joey for the numbers first. Congratulations. Horrible Harry. Yeah, dude. Kris Reynolds, who's subject to tonight's stream, I guess you could say. He's here. Welcome, Chris. Glad you could tune in for it. Horrible Harry, that's what Chris is doing. Not too bad. Yeah. Horrible Harry says he likes the Batman Joker mask thing. Yeah, this one right here. That's probably one of my most proudest pieces. You'd be surprised at the place I got it from, of all places, too. Probably wouldn't be where you expect. But yeah, I got that one, and I got just a regular Batman mask up there too. So, but I actually used that for my Halloween costume this past year. So that was pretty fun little get up I made. Tyler Boley Vlogs here. What's up, Tyler? How's Arkansas doing? How's the weather? Yakov is here. Yeah, dude. Joey, what's up? Let's see. Yakov says cute pup. Thank you, Joey. Harley Quinn over here, down here, hanging out with me. Everybody says, are the batarangs metal? Yes, they are. Are they over there? Those ones? Yeah, those are metal ones. Yeah, I'd practice with those on boxes sometimes. Let's see. Joey the numbers says, what that dog doing down there? What's a gas station? I don't know the gas station. Oh, gas station. No, it's not where I did get the mask at. It was the gas station. Lucky get. Good try though. If anybody gets it, bonus points to you if they can guess where I got that Batman mask from. This one right here, Joker one. So Aaron DeCarthy here. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? I'm doing great, Aaron. Thanks for asking. So yeah, guys, the matter of is about my friend Kris and his GoFundMe page. The link is down below in the description too. If you guys want to help him out at all, any sort of dollar amount will help out. So basically, no joy, I didn't get it at Gotham. I don't even think there's a real Gotham in existence. Otherwise, I probably lived there. So my friend Kris, I'll give you guys a little bit backstory. I've known Kris for over 10 years now. He's one of my closest, probably one of my best friends, at least probably my top 3 best friends. I don't play favorites, Kris, sorry. But no, I've known him for over 10 years. We're really, really tight friends. He lives out in Colorado. I still live here in Arizona. But we used to work together out here for many years at the movie theaters. And they basically got sorry, I lost my train of thought. So we used to work together at the movie theaters for many years. We became really close friends. He was actually my manager at one point, and then I got promoted, and we went to the same location to work together as managers. And from then on, we just became, just really good friends and stuff like that ever since. And so he basically eventually had to move back to Colorado to deal with family stuff, and then he's just lived there ever since. We still keep in touch. We text every day or every other day. But he's got a GoFundMe page now. To fast forward now, he's got a GoFundMe page. He's got some medical problems that he's handling, or he's trying to handle. Unfortunately, it's medical issues that insurance doesn't want to cover or can cover. So that's why he's asking for a GoFundMe for any donations that he can get. He's giving kind of some information here. He's suffering. He basically now has to do insulin dependent type 2 diabetic hypertension, and he has hyperlipidemia, which is a high amount of fats or lipids in the bloodstream, which all these things put him at a high risk of a heart attack or a stroke. So he's looking to have a procedure done. I didn't get the exact details of the procedure. But he wants to help him out and to better his health. He's tried, diets. He's tried, working out and stuff, and none of them have seemed to help because of his physical condition of, he can't maybe control certain workouts and stuff he can do. So with this GoFundMe page, guys, I want to help him out, and that's why I'm doing this stream tonight, just to kind of make notice about it. And if anyone can help out at all, like I said, any dollar amount, I wish I could, in the sense of giveaways or something at this short notice, do something. I didn't really have much time. I just wanted to get this stream up. Maybe like in a few weeks or so, I can kind of plan something together and then do some sort of like donation giveaway or, something like that, just to do something to maybe push donations even stronger to help Kris out. Like I said, he's a very humble, and you can never hear anybody talk a bad thing about him. He's the nicest guy. He always was a good listener, always hearing out. I'm always listening, hearing out for him, and he's literally like a brother to me. I'm an only child. So when I say somebody's like a brother to me, it's true, because I don't really have any siblings to kind of reflect to. He's always been that guy I can go to and talk to and stuff. But yeah, so we're just doing the GoFundMe page. Help him out, guys, if you can. Like I said, the link is below in the description, and everything. You go up, find out information on it. Like I said, any amount will help. $1, $5, any amount. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, Kris is here. He's in the chat. I asked if he wanted to be on, but he's a little camera shy, which is fine. It comes naturally. Not everybody's able to be on the camera like on a comfortable basis. So if you have any questions, I'm sure he'd be happy to answer them in the chat, or I'll try my best if he's not here, and I can let you know. But yeah, just I'll give you some Kris stories. So it's funny because he actually just referenced this the other day. So when we used to work at the movie theaters together, we would tend to work the same shift sometimes, in the mornings or at nights. And he, one time I was going to the bathroom. I had to take number 2, and he comes in and he goes into the bathroom, and I can recognize his shoes. I don't know why it is. I recognize his shoes. Like I could tell it was him when he walked in. I don't know if maybe it's because it was in the morning and there was nobody hardly there yet, or it was at night, we had closed, there's not many customers left. But he I could tell it was him. I was hoping it was him. I was worried it wasn't him because I pulled this up. I don't know if you guys remember the movie Scary Movie with Officer Doofy, but he would say like, "I go poopy." So when I saw that Kris walked in the bathroom, he couldn't tell it was me. Like he just saw somebody obviously was in the stall going in the bathroom, and I literally just went out and just like, "Are you a poopy?" And I see his feet kind of turn in that direction where I was in the stall, and he just immediately walks out the bathroom and leaves. He's by like the sink area, and he just bolts out of there. Fast forward later in that day, you just kind of go over there, don't even say anything new about him, just talking to him, and he's just like, "Dude, there's this guy in the bathroom that's like talking about his poopy and stuff." I'm like, did it sound like poopy? He's like, "Was that you?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was me." And he ended up referencing me later on that like the other day. I guess he pulled that on another employee at his theater because he actually still works for the theater chain out in Colorado. So I guess he pulled it on somebody else. So I made him die laughing when I told him it was me. Like he has this laugh. It's the most contagious laugh ever. Whenever he does it, that you just start. It makes you want to like laugh from hearing his laugh. And yeah, he got so funny. He got so off on that. That was so funny. Let's see. Let me read back on the chat. Tell some more Kris stories too. By the way, Jim Fright 26 is that a new tattoo? Is it in honor of Ultimate Bowling Guys Night? If you're talking about my bowling one here, no, it is actually a dedication piece to my grandfather. It's got his signature right here on the ball. He's only got me into bowling and stuff as a kid, and I bowled for like 15 years straight in leagues and got pretty good. So he kind of inspired me to bowl on a regular basis. Joey with numbers is a Gotham in Wisconsin. I was just in Wisconsin. Crap. Well, I was there for like 2 hours when I went to Devil's Tower. That's in Wisconsin. So I was there for like 2 hours just to see that site. When I went to actually for South Dakota, we actually went to Devil's Tower, and I was in Wisconsin for 2 hours actually. So now I didn't know that. Yeah, Reynolds actually knows what I'm talking about. I go poopy. So yeah, that's probably one of my favorite moments ever with him. Okay, there's tea. And so let's see what else I got. Kris, if you remember any stories, let me know in the chat, or if you're not sure about them, text me and I'll bring them up. I got one. We have a nickname for him. It's called Caesar. If you guys don't know what Caesar refers to, not many people probably won't know what Caesar refers to. So we had a big cabin trip. I'm sure you guys have heard it from Fears because he was on this cabin trip. There's like 8 of us that went up on this trip. And most of us kind of went up there with intentions we wanted to go hiking or go airsofting, or just kind of hang out. Some people went up there to relax. There were a few friends of mine that went up that just wanted to relax. They really didn't want to do anything physical. They just kind of wanted to relax and chill. And, they're on a vacation practically to go up for the weekend. And so Reynolds, being one of those people that kind of just want to relax, kind of stayed back, just watch TV, or he'd hang out on the deck, just enjoy the weather. And so he was at one point, he was on the couch for like a few hours straight, just watch TV, or he'd pass out and take naps and stuff. And he got up to go to the kitchen. He had the sheet he was laying across him, and he gets up with the sheet and doesn't even it's like stuck across him like a toga, and it doesn't even like come off of him. It literally was like, it looked like as if he set it up with a push pin or something like that, or clothespin. It's like, how is this like still on you? Yeah, Joey, this is a trip that Fears always talks about. I could tell you stories about Fears with this trip too if I wanted to. This is about Kris. So he got up and literally we're like teasing him, we're like, it looks like a toga. Come on. So we were just like, she doesn't want to come up. It was like a toga, and then we started referring to him as Caesar. There you go. Oh, yeah, you're down. It was like, so we calling him Caesar. So now every time I see him, I'm like, Caesar. That's my nickname I call him usually. So the best part of it was like we had a party or whatever back here in Phoenix, and he decided to kind of go back to the Caesar joke. We were like, hey, you should make Caesar re-debut. I think he was when he was leaving for Colorado. We're like, you should become Caesar again one last time. And he's like, okay. Like, so we got him a sheet, and he came out with Caesar, and like he was carrying this like SpongeBob, like somebody owned a SpongeBob plush doll or toy, and he decided like to carry it. And we took a photo of him jokingly, and I showed it to our boss at the theater. And this boss, by the way, was I guess not openly gay, but he was gay. Like everybody knew he was, but he wasn't like hi everybody. But yeah, so we always joked that we think he had a crush on Kris. So we were like, we showed him the picture of it, and he's like, "Can I get a copy of that?" Ever since that, we tease him about it, like, "Oh, he wants copies of photos of you holding the SpongeBob doll." And he's just like, "Don't ever bring it up to me." So yeah. Aaron Jakarta says, "I'm going to open up a pizza shop." What kind of pizza are you going to sell, Aaron? Because it's competition out there for pizza shops. I mean, you got the Domino's, you got the Pizza Hut, you got the Papa John's. Barrows is my personal choice. I don't know if Barrows is a lot around this country, but I really like Barrows. But let's see. Oh, Kris texted me. That's says. Yeah, Kris actually said to me, "Don't forget about Mr. Power and the pictures he wanted me and posted them over." Okay, so yeah, the picture basically I showed him because it was on my phone, I think, and he's like, "Can you email it to me?" And so, but then like as a joke, when Kris was leaving the theater, I printed up like 50 of them and put them all over the upstairs area where the managers work at, and just put them all over the place and just kind of as like a goodbye. So yeah. Let's see. Joey Number says it makes me think of the pizza. Wait, it makes me think of the monkey from Planet of the Apes. What monkey from the Planet of the Apes? Oh, Carrie's happy to see. Carrie's here. Hello, Carrie. I'm doing well. She's here to see the cute puppy, apparently. So, yeah, but yeah. So that's one story I got to tell you about Kris. Been many party nights where we've hung with all of our friends and passed out. There was one time he was like, this is probably the most drunk I'd ever seen him ever. And since the 11 years I've known him now, he basically like he got so drunk, and I'm like walking him to the couch because he's gonna pass out on my couch, and like they we had an ottoman in front of the couch. It was like those like plushy like footrests, basically, kind of like a coffee table, but they're plush. And he kind of stumbled and like didn't realize that he thought it was all part of the couch. He dropped in the middle of the two and just literally just went woof, and spread up open the couch, and the ottoman just went poof outward, and he went in the middle, just collapsed, and I'm just freaked out. I'm like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" He's just down there dying, laughing from falling. I was like, "Okay, he's fine." So, Jim, this is not an ultimate bowling guy's night tattoo. So sorry to disappoint you. Yours might get an ultimate bowling guy's night tattoo. Maybe he's got a. I think if he beats Jonathan like he always says he wants to, you should have to get a ultimate bowling guy's night tattoo. But yeah, so trying to think what other Kris stories I have. He yeah. Yeah, we used to work at the the wheelchair racing. That's a good one. That's a good one. So we had these wheelchairs at the theater that were for like in case like we had more elderly clientele at our location, and they basically would get up or not get up. They would sometimes the guests that need wheelchairs like get into the building, into the theater, and then out of the building in their car. Which I was like, if you really have that difficulty, why don't you own a wheelchair? But so we used to keep him upstairs, these two wheelchairs, and me and him would work projection sometimes up in the theater. Like we'd cross over shifts, but there'd be that like 5 hours where we're working together. And one time we were so bored that we just like decided to race them. So we just literally took the two wheelchairs on one end of the booth and just like started hightailing across. And basically at the midway point is an area called the mezzanine. It's basically this open area where there's like manager desks at. It's where the general manager who runs the building's office is at. Just a very open area where everyone can see, but in the projection, it's a little more dark. And we're going, and he at one point we get to that part. Literally, I don't know, it timed perfectly. His locks up, like he hit the brake on the wheels or something like that, and he locks up. So he, trying to unlock the brake or whatever, and all of a sudden he hears the ding, and I pass him, and all of a sudden I look behind me and I see he's like struggling with the chair, and I'm still going, and I look back again, and he's all of a sudden walking towards me. So basically what happened, I think, is he couldn't get it, and somebody was coming out of the elevator, so he just bailed out of the wheelchair and just started walking towards me all casually, like trying to look like nothing happened. And so I get out of the wheelchair and kind of push it into a corner where nobody could see it, and really we look and we could see from a distance where this wheelchair was ditched, one of the higher up managers walk over the wheelchair and kind of look at it like, why is this wheelchair just sitting here in the middle of this open area? So he just basically bailed out and ditched the wheelchair. So that was a pretty funny time. Joey says, number spheres want to get a tattoo. It goes against what God says. Oh, well, God has nothing against tattoos. He's got a big problem in this country now, or in general in this society, because tattoos have become more and more accepting. And yeah, I got tattoos, so I really don't care. MMA Holes has tattoos. A lot of people have tattoos. It's like, I want to know what the statistic is of how many people actually own tattoos, because it's got to be at least a 1 in 4, 1 in 5, because every person I see, whether it's on a foot or it's a sleeve or on their face or something, neck, wherever, they got a tattoo nowadays. He said he doesn't say he wants to beat Jonathan. He says he wants to win him, like he wants to win his love or appreciation. I don't know. Joey says, "Do you have a geocaching tattoo?" No, I do not. I do not. Maybe if I get like 10,000 fines, I'll get a geocaching tattoo. I just got this one like not even a month ago now. Actually, it's not even a month. I'll get a little closer up there, yes, guys. That's very bad angle. Yeah. I just got it on the 30th. Or no, it's not even a month old. Yeah, I got it on the 30th of December. So, but yeah, that's that. I might get another one. I always said, like, it was a few years ago when the Cardinals were on a hot streak here in Arizona to go to the Super Bowl. I was like, all right, the year they win a Super Bowl, I will go get a Cardinals tattoo. But that probably will never happen when I live. They just don't want to win games at all. Oh, okay. Kris is helping me out here with the stories to tell, because that's the thing. I get on the spot here and I can't remember. And I wanted to prep and write down all that I can, but then I forgot. So, Joey, did you see they're putting The Dark Knight back in theaters for the 10th anniversary? I did not. I hope it's Arizona, because sometimes those releases, they only do them like 10 theaters across the country, and it's like LA, New York, and that's it. But they have one in Arizona. I will have to check it out. Fun story, actually. The Dark Knight, when me and Kris were working at the theater when that movie came out, and we got to like watch it 3 days before it came out. So we got this is during film days, so not digital projection anymore, or back then. But I'm still in shock that the movie's 10 years old. Yeah, I feel, I know that 10 years old. So we had like a press screening, which is like only, press, any sort of critics in Arizona. So we got this print on Tuesday, and the movie we got it on Monday. The movie opens on Thursday night, midnights, for Friday day and everything. So we got it on Monday, saw that we didn't get it, we had it. So we built it, screened it. Me and him were like kind of peeking up the top, because you can watch the movies from upstairs in the projection booths. So we're seeing everything. I saw, spoiler alert, this movie's 10 years old. So if you haven't seen it yet, I don't care. Like we saw the part when Maggie Gyllenhaal dies, and you saw the parts of Two-Face, got to see what he looks like and stuff. But then, so the next day, so Tuesday, usually these screenings, like especially ones like that high a buzz movies, they take the movie back right away. And they didn't. It was still in the projection booth the next day on Tuesday. And we're like, that's weird. So we called corporate office and said, hey, we still had a screening for this movie, and did you guys know what happened to the print? Like, or we're supposed to keep it or send it back? And they're like, we'll let you know. And they call us back like an hour later. Oh yeah, just hang on to it for Thursday openings. So we're like, this is like the biggest, highest buzz movie of the year right here in front of us, and we have it in front of us to watch 2 days early. So we contact our GM. We're like, hey, can we watch it? And he says, well, contact corporate to see if it's okay with them. I'm like, great. They're going to probably say no. Corporate says yes, as long as you build it with the previews that need to go on it, which are these amounts. But by the way, they could change last minute, because sometimes studios want certain trailers to go on their movies. Sometimes they decide last minute. Sometimes they decide months in advance, but that happens. So they said be prepared, because you might have to fix it, and it's a pain in the butt to fix trailers on a movie like that. So that's fine. We want to see this movie. So we got to watch it like at 3 a.m. on Tuesday, or technically Wednesday morning at this point, but we got to watch it 2 days early before the public got to see it, which is really cool. So, which we were all excited for. I was like, I'll risk. I had to work at 8 a.m. the next day, so I got about 1.5 hours of sleep. So I was, it's worth it. Yeah, that's the story about Dark Knight. Carrie says, "Wow, it's crazy. It's 10 years old." Yep, I know. I was still in St. Louis, but still, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy how time has flown with how old like movies are. Like I was just thinking, I was watching Superbad the other day. The movie's 11 years old now. Like McLovin looks like, I never thought McLovin would age. Man, that kid looked like a baby in that movie. So compared to like, now he's in like Kick Ass, these other movies. Like, all right, yeah, he does look like he's aged at least somewhat. Michael Cera doesn't look like he's aged at all, though. He still looks like he's 15. All right, so Chris texted me about Vegas trip. This will be a long story, so I'll try to cut in with the chat every now and then. We went to Vegas for our birthdays. Our birthdays are back to back in November, which is cool. So we basically went to we stayed in Excalibur, and this was the last night. We went for 2 or 3 nights. I can't remember. I think 2 nights or 3. But last night, so we just kind of took it easy at first. Mid-afternoon, we went to one of these bar restaurants that had blackjack machines. They do dollar margaritas. So we're just like, you were there for maybe 45 minutes to an hour at this point. I think we both put in $20 in the machine and just kept rolling on the $20. And he, we're just sitting there, and then the bartender we ordered probably at least like, 8 or 9 of these dollar margaritas, and they're pretty decent size. They're like that big. And he says, you guys have been here a while, and you're still rolling. And we're like, yeah, we keep ordering drinks because they're dollar margaritas. Like, well, you guys want like an extra shot for $1? Yeah. So he gave us double shots in the margaritas, which is probably the mistake we made. I know that wasn't a mistake yet at that point. So we had a good headway on drinking. And so that night we decided to go to Fremont Street, which if anybody doesn't know, Fremont Street is like the downtown Las Vegas. Like if you ever remember the movie Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, the part where the kid is super tall and he walks down that street with the girl, the cowgirl and the cowboy with the little pose and stuff. That's where that movie was actually filmed. Now it used to be actual road that went through, but now it's an actual like kind of like walkway strip, sort of thing. It's got a giant roof over that lights up and plays shows and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. If you haven't been to Fremont Street, I highly recommend at least checking it out once. It can be a little sketch sometimes with the type of people down there, but it's worth seeing at least once. It's just a fun experience. So we went down there. There is it's called, I think it's like the Mermaids Restaurant or restaurant casino. I forgot the name of it, but basically they have like those big like yardstick. I think I still have it somewhere here. Actually, I think it's in my closet. I still have it because this thing's like a historical piece of my life. I guess not for the best reasons. So we basically went and we get one of them, and they're like $15. But then after you bring it back, it's like $5 or something to refill it. So we drink it. Nothing of it. The first one we got, the flavor, I think I got just regular margarita flavor, and I was like, eh. So I got like the fruity strawberry one the next time. That was my mistake. That one tasted fantastic. We were both like, wow, this is great. We're drinking these as we're walking around gambling a little bit and just kind of, hanging out. And we said, all right, we're going to go back. So we're getting a third one of these yardsticks. Bear in mind, we probably already had at least like 15 margaritas, 5 or 6 of them being double shot ones. So we go. Bear in mind, there's a point where I block out. I don't even remember anything. And Kris is the one that filled me on everything from here on. So I'll let you know when I don't remember. So we go back to get them, and we get them filled again. And the girl recognizes us, and she's like, "Oh, hey, it's you guys again." We're like, "Yeah." And she's like, "How's your night going?" We're great. Those last ones are great. Flavor, blah blah blah. Complimenting the drinks. So we said all these nice things. I don't know if she got all pepped up from it, but then she's just like, I'm really glad you guys enjoyed them. Glad you came back. Yeah. So she takes the bottle. It's in my phone's the bottle. And she just like takes our cups. This is the tequila. And she's just like, so you guys are doing pretty well tonight? Yeah, you said you're winning? Yeah. To the point where maybe there's about like maybe that much left of, out of that big of a drink. So here to there. tequila. I don't know how I didn't die. But she yeah, so she just poured. I'm like, oh God. So we poured that in, and or she poured then the actual mix in. So then I couldn't taste it. I drank that so much by that point, like it just became numb. That night I won like $350 or 340, whatever it is, the odds on roulette when you put 10. I put $10 on one number. I think it's 330. It's 33 to 1. The it hit midnight on my birthday, so clock struck midnight, and we're like, "Happy birthday, me!" So I'm like, $10 on my birthday number. It hits it. I scream. We both yell, "Winner, winner, chicken dinner!" And yeah, because we're all excited and everything. And then I immediately cashed out and walked away. And I don't know the exact moment, but it's probably around a little bit after that I blacked out, because I remember that. There were photos I could like look at my camera and say, okay, I don't remember that at that point. And it was like me posing in front of this like skeleton horse thing. So from then on, I was like, all right, I don't remember anything at this point, apparently. So from then on, I got so drunk that I apparently kind of passed out, almost like sat down, passed out on the ground on Fremont Street, like against the wall. Like I was just leaning against the wall, and Kris said, he's like, dude, I almost left you. It's like, I was pulling your arm and you wouldn't move, man. And he's like, I almost left you. He's like, dude, I was so drunk to begin with. He's like, I got to take care of myself. I can't take care of you and me. So, but I must have apparently got myself up. We go to take the bus. There's a bus that runs back and forth to the strip on the hotel. This is the Fremont Street. We got onto the bus from there, I guess. I get back again. I don't remember any of this. This is all filled into me from Reynolds. And he tells me that I pissed off the bus driver because everybody was so rowdy getting on this bus, because it was like one of the last buses to run for the night. And everybody was so rowdy. Everybody had been drinking, like getting on this bus. And like, so like bus driver, right before we got on, I guess the bus driver made an announcement like, oh, everybody needs to calm down, and like it was a double decker. And I do remember getting a headache at some point or whatever, because I woke up with it. It wasn't from drunkenness, things that hit my head, but it's like a double decker. So we went to the second floor, and I'm kind of pretty tall. I'm like 6'1", 6'2", and I hit my head because it's pretty narrow or a low wall. And I just went boom, hit my head. Everybody starts dying laughing, and I'm just like screaming like, "Ow, my head!" And I guess that pissed the bus driver off even more, and screamed over them like, "I'm not moving this bus until y'all keep it down." And I was just, like I said, I didn't know anything. I was just like, damn, they must not have been happy with me. And I guess we made friends with Australian people that were on the second level. So we got to when we got to our stop, I guess I started shouting Aussie, 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 the oi, oi, oi thing at them. And I guess they got a laugh out of that. So I kept making fun of their accents, I guess, on the bus too. Like I kept trying to impersonate them. And Reynolds told me I was doing that. I was like, I'm looking at it, get my ass kicked. But yeah, so somehow we got back to our hotel. Now, bear in mind, hold on. So Fremont Street is about 8 miles north of the strip. And our hotel is at about 9-10 miles south of the Fremont. So we had to know to not get off at the wrong stop for 8 or 9 miles to get to our hotel. And because our hotel is at the very end, we were at Excalibur. And I was just like, what's up, Matt? So we somehow got off at the right stop. Got back to the hotel. This is where the video camera started coming to play, because I used to record like all my adventures, and like, I used to videotape my parties. Like, used to make these year-end videos that we all watch at New Year's from the previous year. It was pretty cool. And I look back at the footage, and this is when I was like, I started doing like cartwheels in the room and like somersaults, and I slammed into the dresser, had the TV on it and stuff, all this crazy stuff. And I was just like a complete mess. And then eventually in the middle of the night, puked. Let me see if I can find the photo, and I'll show you guys. Everybody's got a weak stomach. I mean, it looks like a murder scene because I had all that red like margarita in my body. Like, it looked literally like a murder scene on the side of the mattress. Like, I don't know how when I checked out from the hotel, they didn't charge me for the cleanup or anything, like, because it was all over the mattress. Like, I'm sure they had to get rid of the mattress. I'm sure that didn't clean off easily. And yeah, I remember just taking him back to the airport because he was He's living in Colorado. You know, I live in Arizona, so I drove there from Arizona by myself, and he flew in from Colorado. So I dropped him back off at the airport. I literally maybe got on the road for half an hour. I couldn't drive anymore because I was so hungover and tired that I just like pulled over at this like gas station, like slept in my truck for 3 hours because I just couldn't handle the drive. And I remember just like waking the next morning like, oh, this is the worst hangover of my life. All right, let me see if I can find that photo. I'll show you guys. I'll show you some of the photos we took from that trip. Here we go. Vegas 09. So some of these, before photos were very high quality. Come on, there we go. So there's. Pick it up very well. Nope. Yeah, can't see it very well. That sucks. That's me, my friend Kris. That was the original of the selfie. So I'll show you guys the mattress. So I did get a photo of that. Yeah, you guys can kind of see it there. Looks like the. Yeah. So you can't see it, the freaking white mattress right here, but this is all red across the side of the mattress too. Basically, whatever the color is in that trash can was on the side of the bed. So like I said, it looked like a murder scene. I don't know how they didn't think somebody got killed in that hotel room, or I didn't get charged for it, but luckily I didn't. So yeah. But yeah, that's one good story right there from Vegas days. We haven't gone to Vegas since then, which is kind of sad. That was now 2008, so it just hit 7 years. Yeah. Or no, 8 years. Yeah. Can't do math. 8 years this past November. So we are definitely overdue for a trip, Kris. So yeah, I saw it last time I saw Kris. It's been since December of 2016. He was out for the Christmas party for the company. So I've not seen him since then, unfortunately, because he got to have me as his guest to the company Christmas party out here. So I haven't seen him since then, unfortunately. We're definitely overdue. I'm supposed to go out to see him and go to Denver Comic-Con in June. That's the goal. Obviously, bear in mind if anything comes up or whatever financially, but that's why I haven't my sights set on is to be out there to go with him to Comic-Con. So Kris says this year we will go. Kris, maybe we should just go for our birthdays. It's like the best time of year because our birthdays are in November, so it's right after Halloween and before Thanksgiving. So like kind of all the crazy business time is over with, unless there's like an event going on or something. It's like one of the best times of year, I think, to go to Vegas. One of the best years I know time of year to go to Disneyland, that's for sure. What's up, pup? My dog's just like staring at me. She's like, who are you talking to? And what are you talking to? Yeah. So other than that, that's like I said, guys, if you guys are just coming in now, anyone tuning in, like I said, this is for my friend Kris who needs some surgery done. His GoFundMe page. The information is in the description below. Just click on that link. It'll take you to his actual GoFundMe page. Get you all signed up. You can help him out. Yeah, go ahead and show him some support if you can. Any amount will help. If not, at least send him some good vibes in this video, either in the chat or in the comments if you're just watching the replay of this video. You know, let him know, guys, that our hearts are with him. He's a very loyal viewer. He watches my videos all the time. He always texts me about them. You know, he's always wanted to be in them and like kind of help film or at least try geocaching, maybe not film one. So he's a very loyal supporter of my videos, which has always been really cool. So yeah. Other than that, nothing much else. So if you guys have anything else to go on about, I'm not like Fears, I can just carry on a conversation about something for 4 hours. I kind of go and get my point, and then I'm just like, Joey with the numbers, if you're still in the chat, aren't you a Patriots fan? I can't remember if it was you or somebody else I saw in a stream with a photo, or they showed up on camera and they had a Patriots hoodie. But I was like, oh no, Patriots fan. They're probably happy. That's one thing we talk about. Football. Let's talk about Super Bowl. Patriots versus. Oh, yep, it was you, Joey. Congratulations. I hope you're enjoying your umpteenth time to the Super Bowl for these guys. You got the Patriots and the Eagles. I think it's going to be another title for the Patriots, unfortunately. Sorry, Joey, if you don't like what I'm about to say. I'm not much of a. I'm pretty anti-Patriots. Just don't like how they represented it as a team and players. Just don't like them. But they're probably going to win. If Carson Wentz was playing, they would totally, I think, have a shot. The Eagles would. But with Nick Foles, I mean, he did make a good, valid point this weekend with how he played against the Vikings. But I don't know if he can carry that against the Patriots. They just have the experience. You know, they just got everything. They just got everything. Cardinals got a new coach at the end of the day. They announced that. He's the defensive coordinator of the Panthers. So we'll just see how that goes. But I guess the Cardinals defensive coordinator is probably going to go somewhere else, or they'll let him go. I guess they don't want to have two defensive coordinator-minded coaches. Because the thing, I guess, because Bruce Arians, a former Cardinals coach, he was He basically was the offensive coordinator. He ran all the plays. So now we're going to kind of the opposite route here, with the defensive coordinator as a head coach. So probably going to hire an offensive coordinator to call the plays. We'll see though. It all matters on quarterback. If we don't make any valid statement with a quarterback, either be a signing of a free agent or a draft, it's going to be a bummer year for the Cardinals, unfortunately. I'm used to it by the now 20. How many years they've been here? 29 years. They've been here, I think, 28 years. Yeah, I'm used to it. But yeah. What else? What else, you guys? So yeah, I guess I'll talk about the things I picked up for Batman stuff. Eventually, I want to do an actual Batman Man Cave tour. Let me know, you guys, the ideas of that. So it's the company that it's like Diecast Metals, I guess they're called, or something like that. They so they just started coming out with these things. These are just a few of them I got right here, but basically they're these like they make different things. They make Marvel, they make Harry Potter, they make WWE, they make DC, but they make these little figurines and stuff like this. You guys can hear that, but they're metal, but they're painted on and everything and stuff like that. And so they started with those, which I thought were pretty cool. They're like $1 a piece at Walmart, so I collected those, the ones I wanted. I got a Batman one here, and there's like a Killer Croc one right there over my shoulder. Wait, there. Yeah. Killer Croc one. And now they've come out with Batmobiles. I saw the first one that I've actually saw these at an arcade place we were at. It's like a Dave and Buster's. I don't know if you guys anyone knows what Dave and Buster's are, but they're like kind of like big arcade places, like drinking and stuff like that. I think at bowling alleys and bars. But their ticket redemption area, they had the first Batmobile, the Adam West one, 19th, and I got that one because I was like, oh my god, that is awesome, because the metals are so cool and like feel so real and heavy. This one right here. Got it. So this is the first one they came out with, and it's like actually like the doors open and stuff like that. You see right here. Yep. They actually came with Adam West too, but Robin stays in the car, sort of thing like that, so you guys can see it close like that. So yeah, but yeah, it's metal. Like this is heavy. It's probably at least like 1 pound or 2 of metal. So they came out with this, and then the box shows in the back all these different other ones they came out with, and they came out with literally every single person that's played Batman since, up to even Ben Affleck. And they got so they got Michael Keaton's Batmobile. Batman Forever. Oh my god, I'm gonna draw a blank right now. This is killing me. How do I know? Val Kilmer, George Clooney's Batman, Christian Bale, the Arkham Knight series for the video games one. They got that one, Christian Bale, and then I think I already said that, but then Ben Affleck's. So for Christmas, my girlfriend got me. I told her, I'm like, I'm the biggest Michael Keaton Batman fan. That was my growing up as a kid. My parents will tell you that. Like, I remember they rented the VHS of Batman, and they couldn't get it back to the rental store because I cried about not them take it back. So I don't remember what VHS tape purchase was like back then. So I didn't know if it was something you could buy in stores or you just rented movies. Because I was only like 2 or 3 years old, but my parents didn't think to do that. They just my parents' friend ran the video store that rented it, so he just let us have it. But so for my Christmas, she knew how much I'm a big Michael Keaton Batman fan, and they had the Michael Keaton one, so she found for me and got me the Michael Keaton Batmobile. And like these even flip open, these little front here where he has the guns, machine guns that come out. It's hard to see probably. See those? Yeah. Both of them turn out like that, and then this even opens up like that. And then they also come with, the Batman too. So came with the little, and this is also metal too. Like I said, this is, pretty heavy. So that's the Michael Keaton Batman that came with that. And then, so while we were out perusing, shopping, Target seems to have them right now. We went to the Target by us just to kind of browse around and shop. 1 second. So they had them. Then some of the newer ones, like I said, they don't just throw these out. They're not like action figures where there's like a ton of them on the shelf that you can grab. I don't know if they're only releasing so many at a time or so many people are stocking them. So I found they had the Batman Forever one, which I haven't taken out of the box yet. So I like to display them. I don't like displaying them in the box. It just looks like a store. So this is probably my favorite like design Batmobile. I know it's very campy and a lot of people didn't like it, but I think as a kid growing up, I just really liked the just the overall like design and sleekness. It just looked really badass. So that's that one. And they also had the Batman Arkham Knight one, so from the video games. So I only need 2 more now, actually. All I need is 3 more. 2 more. They actually don't even make the Batman and Robin one, I think. Now they look at it, no, they don't. Well, it's a disappointment. I mean, that was probably the worst one of the series. Maybe that's why, but now I see they show on the back all the other ones right there. But like I got Batmobile, I got the Batman Classic TV series, I got Forever, and then now this one, the Arkham Knight. So technically I only need 2, which is Justice League and Christian Bale Dark Knight. It's kind of a bummer then that they don't have the Batman and Robin one. I mean, it was the campiest and kind of not the best one. Yeah. Jim Fried says, yeah, room tour would be cool. Are you going to keep streaming? For the most part, I'm going to still be streaming here for a little bit. Just kind of talking. I might bring somebody on if anybody wants to come on. Like I said, I'm not going to post a link in the chat because I've learned my lesson. Yeah, I might stream for a little bit, or bring somebody on if anybody wants to hang out and talk. But yeah, I don't think I have much else to say. Like I said, guys, this is just mainly for my friend Kris. I didn't want to wrap this around too much other stuff. I just want to show that stuff to kind of there's something interesting that everybody's known about it. Hi, nice to see you. Yeah. Oh, Jim's asking if I'm going to do more streams in the future. I'm planning on it. I would love to do weekly ones right here on Mondays. I like this day of the week. It's perfect. If not, I'm going to make it at least every month or so. I just don't want to water them down and be doing a stream every day. Like I said, I want to be a subject matter involved. I want to interview people. I've already talked to a few other people on YouTube here that I'm going to interview, just to kind of get to know people. I like to show other people's channels, or just maybe interesting people that we'd like to learn about, or hear stories about from them. But yeah, I haven't filmed that much lately. I've been trying to just focus on editing, catching up on videos. I don't want to get backed up and have like content from like 4 years ago that I'm finally just getting up. So I might make some changes though between the two channels. I have 2 channels, but I might make some changes between them and bring footage over from the other one to close the other one out because I really don't need it anymore. Carrie says Harley's a star. I know she is. She's Daddy's little monster, as we call her. She's very attached at the hip to me. Like she doesn't like when I'm away, or if she does, like she likes to know where my location is. Like, but I could be sleeping in bed, but she will come, jump in the bed, know that I'm in there, and check on me, and then say, "Okay, hey, are you gonna talk?" Thanks. She likes to know that where I'm at, and then she'll go like lay on the living room couch or something. Joey says, "Is that Mr. Potato Head behind you?" It is, right here. Yep. I think my mom got this for me for Christmas. Yeah, just Mr. Potato Head. I'm a big Batman nut. Like I know I got all this stuff as like kids' toys or, but like I just that's one thing I just grew up as a kid. Like I literally that's all I cared about. I didn't like have all these other different interests. I mean, I went through the Ninja Turtle phase, but and Ghostbuster toys I think I had for a little bit, but Batman was just always something I went to. I just every time I go to Comic Con, it's all over eyes, Batman stuff. Like I don't know, I don't like having like different things. Like I think it's cool to have a theme in here, not to have just like, a Deadpool poster and an X-Men poster and a Batman and a Superman and this like. I mean, nothing against like having that variety, but I like to just have a central theme of one thing. It's kind of like how my room is. Eventually, maybe do like a whole man cave tour because basically this whole side right here, this wall right here, and then kind of in the corner over here, I can tune you guys over a little bit and show you. So that wall right there is kind of where the Batman stuff ends, and then this whole wall behind here where you guys can't see, so behind you is my Diamondbacks section. I'm Diamondbacks fan. I got Diamondbacks tattoo on the inside of my arm, so I'm a big Diamondbacks nut. So I have a whole bobblehead collection. I have almost probably 75% of ever bobbleheads that have been released at Diamondbacks games. I'm still collecting them all, and the autographs I've gotten from players on balls and pitchers and stuff like that. And I got my medals from my races, my Spartan races and my marathon runs and stuff like that. So I'll eventually do like a whole man cave tour. But like nice to just have like somebody that can operate the camera for me, and I can do a vlog style. I can kind of point at it and be like, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see. That's in the future, maybe. Nice to see you. This dog. Is this talking with Harley or is this talking with the fans? Talking with the army. Yeah. So I don't know. Eventually, we'll see. But other than that, yeah, there's not much content wise. I just need to edit. I just dropped a new video on Sunday. I'll drop another one on Wednesday, and then another one. It's usually middle of the week. I like to post one, and then I'll post one again on the weekend. So that kind of seems to be a pretty good schedule to drop 2 videos a week. I have enough content truly to do it, so it's not a problem at all. This dog, I swear. She's literally attached at the hip to me. So, but yeah. So what do you guys think about the Super Bowl? I want to know you guys' predictions. Let me know in the chat. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Super Bowl, Eagles or Patriots? Who's it going to be? They said the Eagles. They're the highest rated underdog since 2009 when the Cardinals were actually in the Super Bowl of all things. So pretty interesting fun fact. That year, they were against the Steelers of all teams. That one hurt, but I'm over it. But it hurt a lot. Yep, they weren't even alive yet. It's crazy to think that stuff. That was like 9 years ago now. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to do streams on a regular. Jim Price says Pats by 90. Maybe they're playing on Madden, maybe on rookie mode, but I don't think that'll happen. I think the Eagles at least put somewhat of a fight up. I hope it's like, no, it's just this last year was so disappointing because I felt so bad for the Falcons. They were leading literally, I think, almost the last few minutes of the game, and then, yeah. Joey says the stream has made Jason feel old. I know. I think of all this stuff and I think of how old I am now. I'm not that old, I guess. I'm not 34. But yeah. I'm still in my prime. I'm 29 part 2. The Dark Knight, 10 years old. Cardinal Super Bowl 9 years ago. I know. Leave me alone. I had to apply for my AARP card this weekend so I can start getting my discounts on my breakfast at Denny's. Gotta go to bed I should have been in bed 2 hours ago. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get somebody to come on in for a bit. Let me make some contacts here. We can bring somebody in, chit chat for a little bit. Am I gonna go and just send out the link to everybody then just like, oh, this person come in? I just ask them first, and if they do, they come in. If they don't, they don't. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Yeah, so yeah, that's age ain't nothing. Ain't nothing but a number. It's like my friend Kris actually used to say, age ain't nothing but a number. It's just a way of getting old. It happens. When you start seeing gray hairs like me, then you start to feel old. That's what I don't like, is seeing gray hairs. Oh boy. I don't like thinking about gray hairs. So yeah, I don't know what else much Sega streaming, so everybody's probably there. Yep. Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. I think this was a good, nice, easy, quick stream. Just almost an hour long. Oh wait, no, Matt texted me. He said he'll come in. All right, I'm gonna drop Matt the link. I'll let him come on for a bit, and then I'll probably wrap it up because, like I said, I need to get some editing done. I got to finish up my laundry. Like I said, if you guys GoFundMe page down below, check it out. Help them out best you can. If not, send some positive vibes in the comments, and let's help Kris out the best we can. All right, I'm gonna send a link to Matt. Let's get Matt Man in here for a bit and chit chat with him. So, can you guys hear me? Okay. Maybe it's just these headphones that suck. It might be my speakers. Fudge. Yeah, I'm still getting my own setup here. I'm gonna have a better camera eventually, not use this cheesy laptop one. But yeah. All right, Matt. I dropped you the link. Come on in. Let's hang out for a little bit. We'll have an official one-on-one eventually, but for now. Carrie says, just for the men, no secret that I dye my hair. Jason, do you know all the dark things about Matt? No, I do not. I don't pay attention to any of the stuff that people write on here. That's none of my business. All I care about is how people affect me. So if somebody like, I know that's the one that streams or jumps on the stream and decide to like mess with it, yeah, I don't care to have you on then. I appreciate your thought, but like account like yours with that name title, you can't tell me that you're not a troublemaker. So yeah, I'll leave you on though. I won't block you. You can hang out in the chat, but if you start posting stuff that I don't like to see, then I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. All right. Actually, I'm gonna, Matt, if you're already seeing it, I'm actually gonna end it because I got I think it's already 8 o'clock now. I got to get stuff done before I go to bed. So. So yeah, Jim says, "Oh no, I'm not saying that I'm not a troll. I am." but I like you and your shows, and I have concrete proof of this stuff, of this Matt stuff. I'm not making it up. That's, you know what, Jim Fright 26. That's, keep that to yourself. I really don't, unless it brings like trouble to my channel, and you know, then I'll take it from there. But for now, like, just let me do my own thing. But I appreciate your thought. I appreciate your comments. Yeah. All right, so I want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks again for Kris commenting, and Kris sending me the text for the stories to tell. Like I said, I just want to kind of post out some positive vibes, you know, his way. Like I said, you guys can. His GoFundMe page is down below. Hit it up, help him out. We're gonna hopefully have another actual stream next Monday. We'll see. I'm gonna start hosting some one-on-one interviews. I got some people lined up here, and we'll kind of get to know some people on here, and maybe some discussions. Different topics and stuff, and we'll just, you know, we'll figure it out from there. Like I said, I want to host streams that actually have a subject matter to talk about. Like, this was a good one. I thought, you know, I kind of catch up with you guys, and then I also had a subject matter we want to help out a friend of mine. So like I said, guys, if you can help out, GoFundMe page is down below. Slap a like on this video if you liked it. Appreciate all the support, all the likes, all the subscribers that we've gained. We're over 1,400 subscribers now in this army. You guys are staying strong, which I love seeing. I love this army, and just, it's my whole point of the whole phrase, crush the caches, is about crushing daily goals and anything in life that we feel it's a struggle in front of us, and that's, we try to take it down and get past it and crush it. That's what the phrase is. All right, guys. So until next time, until next stream or next video, I'll see you guys later. Take care of yourselves. My name is Jason. Always and forever. Crush the cash.